we did it. How do you wake up at, let me tell you a story. Going to Congo with my baby and my girlfriend, and everything was planned. So we were like, listen, it's gonna be our first long haul trip. We have like 15 hours of trip going from Lisbon to Istanbul, and then from Istanbul to Kinshasa via Turkish Airlines. So we had everything planned. We have our 2 suitcases, everything almost packed. The day before at midnight, we're done. We have like, all suitcases are packed like 90%. We're ready, everything is fine, we clean the house, we're ready to go. The next day I wake up at 5:30. I'm like, whoa, I have the whole day in front of me because the flight to Istanbul was at 4 p.m. So from 5:30 to 4 p.m. I have 10.5 hours. Just wake up, just recorded a track, a brand new cover from Camila Cabello with Shasira. I'm like, hey, let me mix that track, so let's get it moving. So I start mixing the track. I finish mixing around 9 a.m, so I'm cool. My girlfriend wakes up around 10 with the baby, so we're like, okay, what do we have to do? She said, oh, I just have to get my nails done. I'm like, okay, cool. Make sure you're back at home before 12. So we can leave at 1, check in around 2, and fly at 4. We're good. And then I was like, okay, let me edit some vlogs so that my YouTube channel can keep updating itself automatically. So usually when I travel, what I do, because I film my vlogs around 1 or 2 months ahead of showing them, unless it's something that is has to do with the news. What I do usually is, I take all my rushes from one vlog and I make a 8-minute vlog, edit, upload to YouTube, schedule for whatever date. So I was like, okay, if I have time, I'm gonna edit 3 vlogs. Then I don't know what happened. I can't really explain to you. It's not that we are disorganized, and it's not that I travel all the time, but I travel all the time alone. So I can't handle myself, I can improvise, make my suitcase squeak and stuff. But it was the first time we were traveling with our baby. Around 1 p.m, I'm like, hey, you know, in 1 hour we have to leave the house and stuff, so are you ready? Everything is ready? She's like, I just have to take a shower, wash the baby, and me too, I had to take a shower. And she's like, don't forget the meal, don't forget the meal. Then she started putting her makeup, she started going on Instagram. I'm here on my computer, I'm watching stuff on YouTube, I'm responding to business emails, I'm checking stuff, you know, all the things you want to do before you go. I cannot, like, when it was time to go, it's around 2 p.m. and all of a sudden we start stressing, and I'm like, why is your makeup still not done? You know, women. And myself, I'm like, I didn't shower yet. All of a sudden I've realized that we still have to close the suitcases. I still have to go get the milk. So I go get the milk and I tell her, when the milk is done, we have to go. Like, now it's starting to, you know, like I wanna leave the house half an hour before closing of the check-in. So we leave 7 minutes from the airport. But, you know, you never know, there can be a traffic jam, something. Anyway, come back with the milk, and I'm like, I come with milk, small stuff that the baby needs to travel, and that I should have done the day before. But anyway, all of a sudden I realized that her part that we want to take, I have to dismount it and turn it into travel mode. We have to close the suitcase. We have to have, like, get everything ready. I call a taxi, a special taxi for loss of luggage, and all of a sudden, I don't know, it's like already like 2:40, 2:45. Then we go down with the like everything, and then I realize that I have to go up because we cannot take everything at once. So put the baby in the car, then go up again, get the second suitcase and stuff. Realize that I forgot some cash, I forgot to take some last minute stuff, so I have to go back again, so I lose like a good 10 minutes. Now we are heading to the airport. It's 2:50, the check-in close at 3, and we have like this big avenue called Avenida de Berlin that goes from where I live, Parc des Nações, to the airport. It's like really like, it's just straight to the airport. Like when there's no traffic, for real, 7 minutes. But it's already stressing because now we are already like 10 minutes from the end of the check-in and traffic jam. We arrive at the airport at 3:15. I arrive at the Turkish check-in counter. There's nobody. There's nobody. I'm starting to stress. I look behind me. I want to tell my girlfriend to keep to stay with the luggage so I can go to talk to somebody at the commercial counter, and I don't see her. Call her, where are you? And she's like, oh, I lost you. I don't have my glasses. I don't see nothing. I'm like, oh my God. Now I'm starting to really stress, and so I have to go back to get her, tell her to stay here with the kid at the counter. Now I'm running to the Turkish counter because the flight is still leaving in an hour, and yeah, the lady at the counter said, I'm so sorry, I can't do nothing for you. And because you're not taking this flight, you know, like it's this like when you don't do one section of your flight, you cannot do the rest. So, and she's like, if you don't pay like 450 euros now, it's gonna cost you way more after that to change. But I'm like, I have to be there, I have to go to Kinshasa, I have all this. But you know, I try to keep my composure, stay calm, try to find a solution with the lady at the commercial counter, and she tells me there's nothing I can do. You have to leave in 2 days. So you have to leave 1st of March. Oh my God, what a nightmare. I was in despair. Really, I was in despair. I was like, how can this happen? Like, how did I wake up at 5:30 a.m. and I can lose my flight? I called Kinshasa because my ticket is a sponsored ticket from the event that I'm going, and I have to buy the ticket for my wife. So I just pay the 450, change the ticket, change the dates, change from the 1st, and I even extend our stay because I was supposed to have a show on the 10th in Paris. It got cancelled, so I extend the stay until the 12th. Now we have like her ticket is done. I get a call from Kinshasa, it's okay, and then I'm like, okay, well, you know, at a point I was about to try to blame somebody, be pissed at my girl, and pissed at myself too because I own 50% of the blame. But like, I was so pissed inside. Then my mom calls and she says, oh, are you good? Are you ready to fly? We're waiting for you in Kinshasa. And I'm like, Mom, we lost the flight. And my mom started laughing. First time traveling with a kid. You were not ready, blah, 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 blah. She started laughing, and yeah, it just removed all my stress. And she's like, hey, you know, things happen. Maybe you were not supposed to take this flight, so take the next one. When is your event? I said the event is on the 3rd. So yeah, you still have time to come, take the flight on the 1st and arrive on the 2nd. And so after that, you know, I went to see my girl and the baby. I told them to go sit down in some restaurant in the airport, eat some things because she was starving. I said, okay, you know what? Just wait for me here. I'm gonna finish all the things with that woman at the counter. I left all the suitcase in the airport at that place where you pay like 15 euros or 20 euros, and they take all your luggage for 1 day or 2 days, and I think you have to pay like 15 euros per day. For 30 euros, they kept my luggage there for 2 days. So I'm all set. We ate something, and then we went back home. As crazy as it is, the moment we arrive home, we leave the Uber, we get home, and then I'm like, fuck, where are the visas? Because my wife is from Guinea-Bissau and my daughter is French. They need a visa to go to Kinshasa. So my dad sent us a document. I have to present this document so they can get inside the country, and then we finish then we will put them a permanent visa. And this document disappeared, and I'm like, oh my God. So we had to carry the thing to carry all the luggage, and you know, on the front where you put the kids, I think that's where the thing was. So then I'm like, oh my, what's going on today? I called another Uber to go back to the airport, and the same Uber I took was downstairs. So I go inside, I tell him, hey, listen, I forgot some important envelope on the carry-on. I need you to take me exactly where you took me, and if there's a miracle, he's gonna be there waiting for me. So we went back to the airport. 10 minutes later, we're at the airport. We arrived at the parking place, and the thing is still there with the envelope here waiting for me. Then I go back home, I take the envelope, I open it, I put all the content already in my bag with the passports ready to go. I put all the things that we need to travel today in front of the door. I put my pajamas and I went to sleep like a baby. Which leaves us to today, where I woke up at 10 and we've been ready to leave ever since. So, safe flight.